Obviously, the fight at Madison Square Garden, very close fight. A lot of people thought you won. Some people thought Katie Taylor won. Having watched that fight back, still in your mind, you deserved the victory that night?
If we came at home, I think we looked the fight 30 times after each other and give every round. This round is for Katie, second round for me. And if we look the rounds for us, she did not enough to win this fight. She says she did enough in the first round, but for us, okay, every people got his own, how do you say it, mean of looking the fight. But for us, we don't think we lost the fight. We sure we don't lost the fight, but yeah, everybody got his own, how do you say it, way of looking the fight. And yeah, it's like this. There are a lot of things in.
Let's stop right there. You can watch this on the Matchroom Boxing page. They did this press conference last week. I missed it, and basically this week I'm catching up on everything. So this right here, in my opinion, and if we look at the schedule, is the most significant fight. It's a busy week. So basically in this video, we're going to do something that I rarely ever do unless it's a live stream, where we're going to talk about multiple fights in one video. So in this case, you know, look at this as being a boxing preview for the week starting August the 17th until the 22nd. So first, let's start here. You know, start off with a bang before we go to the little stuff. This weekend, August the 22nd, on Sky Sports Box Office and The Zone here in the States, you're going to have Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin, and you're going to have Katie Taylor versus Delphine Persoon in the highly anticipated rematch. In my personal opinion, I had Delphine Persoon winning. I was actually at Joshua Ruiz 1. Me and my colleague Donnell, I left because long story short, I went out there for about an hour and I left, and I took like a bullet train home and got home just in time to be able to cover Katie Taylor versus Delphine Persoon. But anyway, let's go take a look. Katie Taylor 15-0 with 6 KOs, the undisputed 135-pound champion. She has defended her belt once. No, she actually moved up. She's a two-weight champion now, correction. She's the 135-pound WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO champion. And at 140, she's the WBO champion. And this weekend, she's fighting Delphine Persoon. So basically, they were really trying to get Amanda Serrano. And in my personal opinion, and we're not going to spend too much time on this because we've got to move on to the other fights, the shit looked like weird for Amanda Serrano. Like, there's no crowd and women are begging to get paid. And you're getting, like, you know, some super crazy amount of money. I forgot the exact amount, like $300,000 or $400,000, $350,000. I don't remember. But either way, something over there is not looking right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the fight can't be revisited, but her promoter, Lou DiBella, is talking like 18 months from now and shit like that. Delphine Persoon did try out for the Olympics, from my understanding. I got to the stream late and she lost. Let me see if they show it on here. Yup, in March, right before the lockdown. Right before the lockdown. BoxRec keeps up with it. And she fought Helen Joseph, who fought Michaela Mayer recently as a comeback fight after Katie Taylor. This is going to be a really, really, really good fight. Like, I think I can say, honestly, that this is the fight of the week. So let's go on to next. You should check out Dillian Whyte's channel. You know, every now and then he upload, like, you know, like content, you know, and it's some quality content.
And that's it, man. You know, and then me and him got on. You know, when we were sparring, it's madness, but after, when we were cool and chilling, then, you know, the guy is a cool guy, sound guy as well. The kind of guy that if you have a problem, call him, he'll be there, you know. And I got nothing but time for people like that.
I wonder who he's talking about. You think he was talking about Fury? He put out some, oh no, who is this?
He's hungry, whatever like with Alan. He came to camp for sparring, you know, just a guy that's sparring, you know, he was about to give up boxing. And the intensity he bring, I was like, no, this guy needs a chance, man. And they tell people that I save his life, whatever, but no, I just, you know, that's just I am. I saw a man that had talent and passionate about what he does, and he.
What do y'all think about Dillian Whyte? Like, is it his, like, fault You know, like that failed PD shit. That's a little shady, right? Sky Sports put out something of him, talking about the infamous.
Tyson's awkward. He's long. He's rangy. Some days he may outbox you here and there, but I definitely laid him up before. I definitely put him on his bottom before. I don't like talking about sparring, but seeing as he wants to come out and say, "Oh, he's put it on me in the gym, this and the other," come on, man. Put what on who? You guys know me. You guys know what I'm like. What's he gonna put on me? I'm not scared of Tyson Fury. I'm not scared of him.
Stay.
You know what? Oh shit.
Stay that way, yeah.
I mean, you know what? Like, I don't like that when they put out like sparring shit and they talk about sparring shit. It's sparring. Motherfuckers be coming in like drunk and off the coke and all that, and you can tell it's a young Tyson Fury. I'm not really a fan of that. However, I am a Dillian Whyte supporter, and that shit he's been going through is fucked up. Because remember when Deontay Wilder first won the title, and he went on that voluntary streak, and he was like really, really gearing up for Povetkin. In my honest opinion, they were trying to get him as much money and as many wins and much experience under his belt as possible in case he went up in there against a Povetkin that was that. See, here's the thing. We've learned some about Deontay Wilder. Don't try to box him. You got to crowd his space. But nonetheless, I'm not saying that I thought he was going to lose. Actually, I did think he was going to lose to Povetkin. I said there's a strong chance he can get his ass knocked out. But the fight didn't happen. But at that time, the WBC has been very lenient with him. Now, what really screwed the pooch, and this is a true story, when Wilder was supposed to fight Luis Ortiz the first time, it was supposed to be Dominic Breazeale versus Bermane Stiverne on the undercard for the interim title. Then Ortiz, for his blood pressure pills, failed the test. Then Stiverne got elevated to that spot because he was higher ranked. And then, thanks to Don King, who's like the godfather of Mauricio Suleiman, then because Breazeale had a contract to fight for the interim title too, they couldn't say, "Oh, well, no title shot for you." That's how he got his shot. And then that shit with the drug testing for Povetkin, for Dillian Whyte. But the biggest fucked up shit is how did they allow Wilder versus 1, 2, and 3 just to go on? Like, no, man, I like mandatories, man. And you see what they did with the franchise shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they franchised Tyson Fury. I wouldn't be surprised. Like this is whack. But at the same time, Dillian Whyte is to have some blame because wasn't he ordered to fight? Like, who was it that he was ordered to fight and he actually could have fought and he turned it down? Was it Pulev, right? Well, anyway, that's also going to be on the zone. So we're going to be moving on from that. Let's go on to the other cards of the week here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yo, fucking Sergio Martinez is back, bros. Sergio Martinez is back. At 45 years old, Sergio Martinez is back. With his bum leg and all. His bum knee. 51, 3-2 with 28 KOs. Last time he fought was 6 years ago. That was 6 years plus ago. 2014. That seemed like that wasn't even that long ago, was it? When he fought Miguel Cotto. And now here he is coming back against Jose Miguel Fandino. 15-6. I watched some tape on him last week. This is going to be on. This fight is going to be on here. Fight.tv. I'm going to be paying for this fight because I'm a boxing degenerate. Where we at? This weekend, and it's going to be like 10 smacks. Here we are. Bam. Y'all buying that shit? I'm buying that shit. I'm down. This is also Sergio Garcia, highly ranked contender at 154 as Sergio Martinez fighter. No, get out of here. I get the emails, man. Sergio Martinez fighter is also on there. Let's see the preview. Ooh. Yeah, my man is back. My man is back. Fucking Sergio Martinez is back. Along with who else is on the card? Let's see. Obviously Sergio Garcia is on there. You got Kiko Martinez, who's also on the card. These are Sergio Martinez, Maravilla Promotions fighters. I like Sergio Garcia. I ain't gonna lie, I'm 31. It's a nice card. And when is the 20th? It's on a Friday. So I'm guessing, what's that, midday here? What time will it be over there? Like, what time is that shit? 4 days, 8 hours. So it's a midday card. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern when the card starts. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to give them my $10. You know, we're going to be up in here. Sergio Garcia versus Pablo Mendoza. Are they picking up the Kiko Martinez fight? They might not pick up the Kiko Martinez fight. So, yeah, it's going down. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what else we got in this fight week preview. You got Formella Alvarez. This card right here. So, basically, let me tell you what fights I'm going to be covering this week. So, 1, 2, boom. Sergio Martinez, Sergio Garcia, Pablo Mendoza, boom. Those 2 post-fight videos. Depending on my mood, I may do Kiko Martinez, depending. The 22nd, the card we're about to talk about, Formella Alvarez, Joe Smith, Rob Brandt versus Vitaly Kopilenko, and Clay Collard. I got to add him to the rotation now. You know, so that's 3 fights right there. And then also on Saturday, PBC on Fox, Shawn Porter versus Sebastian Formella, Sebastian Fondora versus Nathan Gallimore, and Joey Spencer versus a TBA. So I'm gonna cover these 2. Joey Spencer, he's not in the rotation yet. I'm sorry. Unless he loses, then we add him to the rotation. And then Saturday, then midday here in the States, Dylan Whyte versus Povetkin for the WBC interim title. Katie Taylor versus Delphine Persoon. Undisputed at 135 pounds. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights I'll be covering on Saturday, and 2, possibly 3 on Friday, making it 10 fights total post-fight, and then UFC. So let's move on to this card right here. And this card going to be lit. I like this card. Formella Alvarez versus Joe Smith. This is ESPN top-ranked bubble card. Rob Brandt returns. Let's pull this up. Get that out of here. 25-1 with 13 KOs, former WBO 175-pound champion. Last fight was against Michael Seals. I covered that fight. Before that, of course, Kovalev. Kovalev's got a lot of issues going on. Damn alleged woman beater. I used to like Kovalev, too. Now I just fucking... Did I tell you at the time Kovalev, like, we was about to scrap? No bullshit. I was going to knock him out. He thought he was, I guess he was drunk the night before or whatever. And, like, my camera light was too bright. And I didn't know my camera light was on, so he tried to grab my camera. It's like I had to back up, like, yo, I don't give a fuck who you is. You don't touch, like, no. I wish somebody would touch my motherfucking camera. I would probably have to kick him in the nuts, but, you know, he got that high scrotum. You know, on his scrotum on, like, his stomach. That was fucked up. I was ringside for when Joe Smith beat up Jesse Hart. That was fucked up. Like, Jesse just don't box. And them shots was like, bop, 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 boop, bop, boop, 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 bop, bop, bam, boop, bop, boop, ooh, 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 bop. And remember, he run Dimitri Bivol bell. Bivol was just walking around. He was walking around, but he was like out of the world for a little bit. We're going to show that clip one day this week when we do probably the press conference. I think it's going to be the Zoom call. There's going to be a Zoom call with these guys this week. We're going to be on. We're going to have to be on it. You know, so it's a nice card. Rob Brandt returns. Let's not forget he got a boot put in his ass by Royoto Murata in the last fight. Like straight boot put in his ass. Who is this Vitaly Kopilenko? Should I pull up some tape? Let's pull up some tape real quick. Let's see. He lost to Stephen Butler. And then who's Stephen Butler fight? We know him, right? We had to know him. We covered one of his. Who did he fight? Murata, he got a boot put in. I covered that fight. I remember him. He got a boot put in his ass too. Damn, small world. Well, let's see here. Let's pull up some tape. Got some tape, buddy? Is this you? Some sparring, my man True School Sports. You got some sparring, bro? All right, don't copyright. No, wait. Let's go here. We'll do this one. Some fight footage.
Here's the replay. I don't believe it was a knockdown. I think it was more of a...
Well, the left hand did
left
connect.
hand did connect, but it was more of a shove. The left hand did connect. If he'd have went down, it would have been...
So I had to be watching this card, or it probably was on in the background. This is a Golden Boy Fight Night card.
It's survive and advance.
This is the guy right here who Butler's fighting. This guy in the red. Not Butler, Rob Brandt, this week in the 22nd.
Time now for Butler as he absorbs another body shot.
Butler must go back to what he's been. Continue to do this. The fight won't go as long as this. It won't go past this round.
Well, Butler's trying to protect that body. Meanwhile, the head is open. Can Kopalenko capitalize?
Kopalenko seemed to be...
I'm going to watch a fight of his later on. We're going to watch some tape of him. So, yeah, this is this card right here. On regular, this is regular ESPN. This is ESPN Plus, according to ESPN Plus. Elliot Alvarez versus Joe Smith Jr., Rob Brandt versus Vitili. Here, let's just open it up. Where we at? Where are we at? Oh, yeah, ESPN Plus. I want to do it this way. There we go. 7:30 main card. So it's kind of an early-ish card. How many fights they showing on the card? On Saturday. And the Whyte versus Povetkin card should be over about an hour or so, no later than an hour or so before this. This card is going to run the same time. Where we at? Did I lose the schedule? This card is going to run the same time as this Shawn Porter, Sebastian Formella card we're about to talk about right now. So let's pull that right up over here on another screen. Shawn Porter's return. Now, when you have fought, you know, the guys in the schedule that Shawn Porter has fought and won the fights that he wasn't supposed to win, you know, or put up, or I guess, I don't know. Basically, I like the way Shawn Porter played his cards. I was kind of upset with him when he was taking that layoff and shit, and I was like grilling him about like, yo, so will y'all fight Errol Spence and everything like that? And guess what? They did it at the right time, and they made the right move. And also, I like that Kenny Porter has smushed Fred's face. Because I like a person that if they say they're going to do something, they do it, especially when it comes to street shit. Like, don't be fucking... Well, I don't like the fact that also on BoxRec, they didn't release the card yet. Like, come on, what is y'all doing, bro? Like, what is y'all doing? See what I'm saying? Like, it's already been announced. You see what I'm saying? So, anyway, at 33-1 with 17 KOs, look at his resume, bro. Win or loss. Errol Spence. I think he lost to Ugas, my personal opinion. I think he beat Danny Garcia, and I'm a Philly guy. Adrian Granados is a very, very credible name. Andre Berta was on his last legs. I was at this fight. You know, and this was the fight where the Charlos, like, they thought I was Team Hatley. So ever since then, the Charlos hate my guts. Like, man, I ain't do nothing, Charlos. I'm like a Charlo guy, and they hate my guts, man. They hate my guts. I don't think I can go to Texas. Anyway. They hate my guts. I wasn't Team Hatley. It's just that I was standing over there, and just so happens, no bullshit, we had on like similar colors. And I was like, oh shit, we gotta match a little bit. But I'm not Team Hatley. All right? Shit. Anyway. Look at this. Like, let's just start right here. Like, Paulie, Brooke, the Bonet that was PBC on Spike, Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, Andre Berto, Granados, Danny Garcia, Uga Spence. Ooh. So to me, I'm like, all right, they threw him a bone. Like, all right, you know, go beat this guy up. But what if Sebastian Formella, let me pull him up. What if he ain't no joke? What if I tell you that I'm Team Formella? Don't tell nobody I told you that, and don't gamble on my predictions. What if I tell you? What if I tell you that I'm Team Formella? Here, let's pull him up. What if I tell you I'm on his team? 22 and 10. He's undefeated, and he got like that. What do they call this hair? The kids are wearing these days. What do they call that? Well, he is 33, but I mean, and he's a southpaw. We watched some tape on him last week. Go see my Shawn Porter. I did a whole full preview. I'm telling you. Listen, let's pull up some tape. Y'all think it's a game? Let's pull up some tape. No, we already watched this tape. Let's pull up some more tape. Yeah, let me get some of that tape. Oh no, what is this? I don't trust it. What the hell? Let me out. Oh, we got some tape right here. We're just gonna play a little bit of tape because we're getting late in the video. Just a little bit of tape.
Sehr gute Führung von Formella.
Ooh, oh, this is Zone Italy. I don't like them. They're gonna try to copyright me. They ain't shit. Let's go back to this tape. So this is Formella right here. Laying hands on this dude. Look, he too quick. Shawn Porter ain't gonna be able to catch him with that footwork. Shawn Porter gonna eat the jab. He gonna eat the jab, y'all. Oh, shit. But anyway, that's my man Sebastian Formella right there. And you got also the Towering Inferno. Not you. You get out of here. Towering Inferno. Let's close all this crap. Sebastian Fundora, 6'5", 154-pounder against Nathaniel Gallimore. So, yeah, solid week. So, let me do my predictions real quick. Let's see. Let's start with the first fight. I got Sergio Martinez winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lose because his knee is bum, and I wouldn't be surprised if the damn cards are shady as fuck. I got Sergio Garcia. I'm not going to predict the Kinko Martinez fight because I don't know what the hell he's been doing the last couple of years since I last covered him. I am going to go with Joe Smith. I'm going to go with the common man to beat Elliot Alvarez, Rob Brandt, Clay Collard. I'm going with Sebastian Formella. I'm not really, but I'm just trolling. I'm going with Sebastian Formella. But something's telling me that Nathaniel Gallimore may give Sebastian Fundora some problems. But fuck it, let's not stay on the fence. We're going with fucking Gallimore. Something's telling me that Povetkin gonna crack Dylan Whyte. Y'all think I should go with Povetkin? That's what my heart's saying. Is that a crime? I've always believed in following thy heart. All right, fuck it. We're going with Povetkin. And I'm going with Katie Taylor over Delphine Pursoon. There, we did it. I got my little boxing fix out the way. Now, as the schedules come out, I'm going to be talking about these fights more because I'm sure there's going to be an E-conference, an E-press conference or media call for Shawn Porter and Formella and Fundora and Gallimore. It's going to be either a media call or a Zoom call. I'm sure there's definitely going to be one for Whyte, Povetkin, Taylor Pursoon. I'm going to be covering that and make sure I cover the weigh-in, and what else? The ESPN, they're going to have a Zoom call. So basically, my schedule is changing. Like doing individual preview videos, like I'm moving on to other content. So this is me showing all the boxing people, like, yo, I'm still here for y'all. But I'm going to be uploading more content that's not boxing related, like pop political shit, documentaries, things like that I've been working on for years that now it's done. I learned how to do it, But for the boxing people, y'all going to unsubscribe. But I'm going to give you your boxing content. As you know, for those who don't know me, there's not going to be I can't see a Saturday night for the rest of my life, like where there's not a boxing fight on that I'm not going to be able to cover. You see what I'm saying? Like, so this is me, but I'm branching out to other things. I put 10 years in the boxing business. you know, and I'm using what I've learned to go on to other things, but also with the new subscribers I'm going to be bringing in for the new content I'm uploading, hopefully they turn into boxing fans too. You see what I'm saying? They say, oh yeah, I'm going to check out this fight. So that's the goal. Wow, this went better than I thought it was going to go. We need to do this more, like more fight week previews and talk about more fights instead of just, you know. Now, certain fights like major fights, then they deserve their individual previews. Like there's still going to be an individual preview video for Whyte versus Povetkin. That's a significant fight. Taylor versus Pursoon. I'm probably going to do those two tomorrow. You know, or lump them into a stream. But something like Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis, you know, covering the all access episodes, covering the any type of shoulder programming for PBC on Fox or Showtime or ESPN, that shit ain't going nowhere. You know, it's all about balancing the time. But when it comes to like a schedule like this, then it's like I can roll that all into one video. So, for example, next week's fights, you got the Jeff Horn fight. You got Javier Fortuna versus a TBA. Rashidi Ellis returning. Lamont Roots, Marlon Esparza returns. You know, you got the Jose Ramirez card with Victor Postol. You got Irisline De Lara. So that can be in one video too. You dig me? Was that Labor Day weekend? You got Herring versus Oquendo. I'll see what they did there. Yeah, and then things don't really pick up again until like mid-September. So, all right, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. I'm going to take me a nap until about 8 or so. Lay down, watch some of my Perry Mason or that new HBO show, Lovecraft something. Check that out. See what that's going on with that. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Go out? Get out of there.